Till now, I have told you everything you need to know about Bitcoin and also about other cryptocurrencies. We know that Bitcoin or cryptocurrency is the future of human civilization. It is scarce, it solves a lot of problems that the current financial system has. But is that enough? Honestly, yes, investing in cryptocurrency is a no-brainer deal. But many of you must be wondering, the price of Bitcoin is already so high. How can this be the right time to invest? Well, in this video, I will tell you exactly why is this the right time to invest in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. In today's world, every day millions of ideas are formed which promises to solve a problem that we humans suffer through. And only a few out of those million ideas are actually able to solve some kind of problems and hence they get executed. This idea, when get executed, forms a business and comes into the market, and then people finally get involved with this business. This business cycle involves 4 steps, and this thing is true for any new business in the market. The 4 steps that describes the business cycle or a new system most appropriately are innovators, early adopters, early majority or new innovators, and finally the mass adoption or late majority. Whenever a new idea comes into the market, first innovators try to adopt it. Innovators are people or companies that pursue new technologies aggressively to gain an early advantage. After the innovators, early adopters follow. Early adopters are people or companies which see potential in any particular idea and they start exploring and investing in it. During the time of early adopters, many companies try to develop something new with that pre-existing idea. A lot of new companies enter the market and many of them fail. It's like they come, stay for a while and disappear. After the early adopters, the early majority enters the market. These are the companies that first wait for the new approach to prove itself, and then they themselves try to find new innovations to better the pre-existing idea. And with the early majority, a lot of people are attracted or gets involved in this idea. After the early majority, when the idea finally starts to work and the majority of people see its true potential, the late majority enters the market. These are people or companies that wait until the new approach is established and working smoothly. This is the time when mass adoption of the idea happens and almost every person gets involved with this idea. Now let's try to understand this with a real life example. When the dot-com businesses first came into existence, that is after 1991, when the internet first went live, a lot of people had doubts about it. But the current world's richest man, Jeff Bezos, saw a huge potential in it. He was the innovator who came in early with a new idea, used the internet to solve problems of people, and started an e-commerce company which we all know, Amazon. Amazon was first launched as a bookstore, but now it is the world's largest online retailer. After Amazon was first launched, a lot of people thought, why would anyone use the internet to buy or sell things or anything like that? Or why would anyone buy anything online when we can directly get it from the store? But then more of these companies started involving their businesses online. Many tried to do something new. And soon after years, the dot-com businesses started booming. And now almost every one of us has used it. After the Amazon, a lot of new companies started exploring this new internet. A lot of people came up with new ideas, like Facebook was launched in 2004, Netflix in 2007, and a lot more. Whoever invested their money, time and effort at the beginning of dot-com businesses, that is, the innovators, early adopters and early majority, have seen exponential growth and their company is still growing and is at a stage where mass adoption of the internet has taken place. Also, the investors who have invested in these companies during early stages have earned millions of dollars. If you see the growth of Amazon.com, it went from $2 a share to $2,400 a share. It followed all the stages which I told you above and is right now at a stage where mass adoption has happened. The same things are true with Bitcoin and also with other cryptocurrencies. Let us understand this properly with the help of graphs and see in which stage we are currently. When Bitcoin was first launched by Satoshi Nakamoto in 2008-2009, very few people knew about it. Even this time, people were there who thought Bitcoin would never work and is just a waste of time and money. At first, Bitcoin was trading at $1. This was the stage when innovators came in and tried pursuing Bitcoin. As time passed, new companies and people saw the potential of Bitcoin and also other cryptocurrencies. And then early adopters came in. During this time, that is during the time of innovation and early adopters, whoever invested in it had a huge amount of risk, but then they also had a huge reward. This was the time when Bitcoin moved from $1 to 20k, which was the previous high of Bitcoin in the previous bull run. After that bull run, Bitcoin is currently trading at $9,000, and this is the stage of early majority, where a lot of companies have got involved in Bitcoins and also with other cryptocurrencies. Though the price of Bitcoin is trading at $9,000 and it seems too high, but if you look at the graph, it is still at the stage of early majority. This is the stage where the risk is medium and the reward is still high. You can still make millions of dollars by investing at this time, by being the early majority. And this is why it is the right time to invest in Bitcoin. Just try to think this. Currently, very few people know about Bitcoin. It is not that widely adopted and is still trading at $9,000. What will happen when the mass adoption of Bitcoin takes place? The price of Bitcoin could easily reach $500,000, and that's the stage of late majority. Now you have to choose when to invest in Bitcoin. You wanna be an early majority or a late majority? The decision is yours.